Good evening. Hello, everyone. I so I have come down with some kind of intestinal stomach thing, and I got it pretty good. I've thrown up a couple times. Been on the toilet a lot today. um, One time I did both at the same time. And the risk of sharing too much information, I just wanted to kind of talk about how and what a great opportunity sickness becomes for us to remember that we're not a body. And what is happening when we become ill is actually the body's process of energetically cleaning and clearing itself. And so, maybe you test positive for the flu or the COVID or whatever. There's a whole other level that's operating when we become ill. And you can almost think of it as like the body is taking advantage of the availability of this catalyst for its own purposes. There's actually nothing wrong with the body. It knows very well what it's doing and why it's doing it. What we can clue ourselves in on is this energetic side of an illness. If we're coughing, we are expelling energy every time we cough, whether it's a productive cough or not. Same thing with vomiting. Same thing with using the bathroom. There are traumas, energetic patterns and things that are releasing and healing if we allow them to during illness. And the way we can do that is very similar to, if not identical, to how we do shadow work. And that is, we watch our experience, we feel our experience in its entirety without resisting it, to the extent possible, to the extent we can, we're able. That's a tricky one. But then we also love it. We love the experience, and the key to that is to not need the experience to be a different way, or not need for it to end. If those thoughts come up, and they usually do, we accept and we love those thoughts as well. And so, when you're worshiping at the altar of the toilet bowl, as I was a couple times today, what I did, what I told myself was, I'm not this body. This is an experience being had. I'm not the one having it. And whether that was apparent or not to me, I still know it. And so I said it, and I thought about it, and I stood for that truth. And the other thing I thought about was sort of feeling the discomfort in my gut, in my stomach, in my throat. Feel the fear, and what I'm describing is medicine space. And you're paying attention to and allowing the energies to move. And inevitably heal. You might have no idea, and likely have no idea what they're connected to, but you can rest assured that anytime your body is expelling something, or convulsing, or somehow moving energy, sweating, crying, you can know that energy's moving and that healing is happening. I happen to know in my life that this bout of illness today corresponds with a major change in a relationship of mine, an intimate relationship, a romantic relationship that will, moving forward, will be friends. And both of us feel that that's the right thing that needs to happen, which is very different from how I've approached these shifts in the past. And so I think it's very likely that this illness I'm experiencing now actually correlates to this old patterning, that those fears, those beliefs that would keep me in a relationship that I knew wasn't right for me to be in, or it would keep me coming back to it, after it ended. And I don't feel that way this time. I have a strong sense that it's time to move forward. It's just time to embrace a new space in myself. And so, yeah, it just kind of makes sense that what I'm experiencing now correlates to the emotional, and the energetic healing of those patterns. So take heart. When you fall ill, right? When you get the positive COVID test, the sore throat, the headache, the whatever it is, the flu, norovirus, apparently that's going around right now. Just know that this is a helpful messenger for us, and a helpful process, as uncomfortable as it likely is. And to the extent we can just accept that, let it be for as long as it needs to be. You're doing the work. That's where we're doing the work. It's where we're not needing it to be a different way. Now, that doesn't mean we don't treat it, it doesn't mean we don't maybe eat different foods or change our diet to help our body, or even take pain medicine or antibiotics or whatever it is that we believe will help the body, right, in its process. And there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely do that, or don't do it. It's up to how we want to approach our energetic state. So I hope that's helpful. And I am feeling a little bit better. Definitely don't want to eat anything. I drank some coconut water. And I don't know, it seems to be staying down all right. So I love y'all. And I feel you right here with me.